Match Studio is a dynamic research and learning space here at UniSA that offers students the opportunity to work on a variety of projects that often include academics, researchers, and also client and industry professionals and community organisations. And so it gives students and these professionals the opportunity to work together and co-create and develop solutions to some of the challenges and problems that we face in the real world. And so it provides them with opportunities to develop their skills that they've learned in their courses and as part of their time here at the university and apply them into more realistic contexts and settings.
So basically at Match Studio we aim to create this culture that creates a forum on analysing, synthesizing and generating insights and new ideas.
So at Match Studio, we use a design thinking process, which is adapted from the D School at Stanford University's model of design thinking. And so, our approach to project learning and problem solving often begins by understanding what the audience is actually in need of. And so that often involves a lot of co-design and co-creation experiences with real users and people that are involved in the problem and also in the solution to that problem, as well as also conducting a variety of research, whether that's academic or practical research to really understand and also challenge our assumptions as to what would be helpful to this group of people or to solving the problem at hand. And sort of with that established understanding, we then set out the parameters and consider the variables involved in the process, and that often takes shape in the form of a proposal or of a brief that is developed with clients. And then after that sort of process, we then have what I often refer to as the fun bit, which is the process of ideation and exploring a variety of different ideas and generating those unique and creative solutions to some of these issues. And then once we have that idea in place, we then distill that or converge our thinking on to a variety of concepts that can then be prototyped and tested and sort of explored simultaneously. And then with the establishment of that kind of solution, we then present that back to the client or to the stakeholders involved, often also trying to incorporate those that, the end users or those that will use or utilise the product or system that we've developed to get their feedback on and then hopefully implement what it is we develop. But also something that's rather unique to how we approach the design thinking process, that it's different to the D School model, is the process of reflection. And so students who participate in projects are taught and are given the opportunity to consistently and actively reflect on the decisions that they make, as well as also considering how their approach to a particular idea or thought process is beneficial to what the client's challenge is or what the potential solution can be. And so it's that reflective practice that is really important to artists and designers and even just emerging people into the workforce, to have that ability to think critically and to reflect on why they have done what they have done as opposed to just what and how.
So the Your Time project was based on the Capture My Mood paper tool that was predominantly established to assess new mothers during and after pregnancy. This tool specifically looks into optimizing and giving them control and encouraging them to actually monitor their moods, because they are at risk of mental disorders that could affect them in multiple different factors. So we digitalised the Capture My Mood paper tool into a digital version in order to not only give them control but also allow them to fully engage with the application itself. So they can monitor their mood throughout the week, and it will give them, for example, a tally of how they've been through the whole month or the week or however they want to look at it. And this will give them a basis of how they're doing mentally, as well as if they need to take action, it gives them control. The team and I went through the process known as the design thinking process. This is predominantly used by Match Studio in order to fully understand the project to the prototyping stage or the outcome stage. And we went through this process specifically to ensure that everything is done properly. We've covered everything the client wanted, as well as ensure that that new mothers had the ability and were able to engage with this application. And we also predominantly looked at case studies to see what was out there, as well as to ensure that our application was user-friendly. So in terms of experience, Match Studio gave us the support and the resources we needed in order to learn and develop our skills, as well as actually follow through with a client project. So we saw that through to the prototyping stage. That was quite an insightful experience, as we didn't have this experience throughout our other courses. This also allowed us to build specific skills such as communication skills, team building, as well as how to conduct a focus group in order to see what new mothers or the client actually wanted in this application and what should be included.
At the beginning of this year, we worked with Match Studio and collaborated with professional psychologists to work on a project which was named the Visualising Mental Health Project. It was a team project that we worked on in that sort of a context, and my group worked on the topic of empathy, and we came up with a game which helped children to develop empathy in a school context or in a therapy context or even at home. I would definitely recommend working with Match Studio, and if you have the opportunity to do so, because I think it just provides such a great experience, similar to the way an internship or a placement or something along a similar line does, because it expands your experience, expands your ability to work in a team with people of other disciplines, people who are like mentors, and can really just accelerate your skills in your field. So I think that personally I found Match Studio extremely helpful, and I'd be more than happy to continue working with them and definitely recommend other people do the same.
If students are interested in learning more about what it is we do at Match Studio, or seeing some of our current projects that we have going on at the moment, they can check us out at Instagram at Match Studio, or also check out our UniSA website, which is unisa.edu.au/Match Studio.